report in one of the newspapers this morning, The Times, that this TEO, brought in February 2015, only one has actually been implemented. Is that correct?
Well, the TEOs have only just started to be used. That is correct. I can't
Why? When they've been on the books for more than 2 years?
They've been a part of the tools that the security services can use where they want to. It's absolutely right that the government provides the different tools that security services and police can use.
But
it's not for us to say...
I'm sorry to talk over you, Home Secretary, but if they're so good and if they're a vital part of the toolkit, we've had them for a little north of 2 years, why only one?
It's up to the security services to decide which ones are the ones that might need a TEO and which aren't. This isn't the only initiative that there is to keep us safe. They have different types of initiatives and pieces of legislation that they can use to try and make sure they keep us safe, to keep the potential terrorists out of this country. This is only one.
For how long?
How long what?
For how long do they stay out of the country, the potential terrorists?
It depends on the particular circumstances of the individual. It depends whether they've got a British passport. It depends on the evidence against them.
What's the maximum they can be kept out of the country?
The maximum is 2 years.
What happens then?
Well, it depends on the individual. It depends on what the circumstances. It will depend on the circumstances and the amount of information about each individual.
So it can be reissued?
It will depend on the individual circumstances.
That's not a yes or a no, is it? Can it be reissued?
Well, it does depend on what the circumstances are, under certain circumstances, but not under others.
So yes, it can under certain circumstances.
Well, I'll let you use your language and I'll use mine.
Well, you're the Home Secretary.
I know, and that's why I'm choosing my words carefully, because I don't want to make any mistakes here.
OK. TPIMs is another part of what I understand to be is the valuable toolkit. How many TPIMs are in place at the moment?
We have 7 out. We name how many we have every quarter, and there will be a new report coming out shortly.
So here's the thing that some of my listeners would find confusing, Home Secretary. It is reported that there are around 350 fighters from the IS who have returned, and we've got, say, 9 or whatever it might be TPIMs, and we've got 1 or whatever it might be TEO. That's over 300 that we've got nothing on.
We've got nothing on some of the people that the security services are keeping a watch on. But
how wise might that be?
That doesn't mean that they're not following them and being very careful about making sure that they are clear about their moves, and they have other parts of their methods to make sure that they keep a careful watch to make sure that we are kept safe. I appreciate that you want to draw me on what is going on within the security services, but I can't do that. All I can do is make sure that they have the right tools to keep us safe.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.